Alright. Hi there, Internet. How have you been? How have you all been? Get ready because today we have day number 20. Yes, number 20 for Shadows Awakening. Extreme difficulty. I'm doing all of the side quests. It's a 100% completion playthrough on extreme difficulty. We've got the best gear. We've created a very broken build. I mean, not 100% broken because I can eventually get killed on extreme difficulty, but quite powerful, and I'm sure you will all appreciate it as we resume with our playthrough. Right. Since this game, even though it was developed by an indie studio, it's quite long. I will finish it, don't worry. I will finish it. But yes, I will try to not... I'll try to rush a bit. I'll try to rush through it a bit because we have to analyze other games. And we are just at chapter 4. Once we hit level 30, we will be in range, let's say, of finishing the game. For the most part, you can only get up to level 30. And we are level 20. So the game still has 33% more of content, let's say. Yes, we did 66%. And yes, 1/3 left. If my calculations are correct. Also, sorry that yesterday I couldn't stream. You know, I teach English here, even though you may think that my pronunciation and everything is weird or whatever. I teach English, so sometimes I can't arrive on time or even get here. So yeah, sorry if I could for not streaming yesterday. If sometimes I can't stream. But yeah. Also, I must say that we spent in this particular playthrough a lot of time trying to create a powerful build, but while you could rush it and yeah, rush through content and simply progress much faster than me. If you're playing on extreme difficulty, you'll have a hard time if it's your first time playing the game, because you'll have to adapt to the mechanics and yes, consider this is my first playthrough, the only one. I mostly play games once, except when they have a lot of replayability, such as Orcs Must Die. Such is the case of Orcs Must Die. But generally I don't replay games because I play them on hardest difficulty first try. So if I have to get killed, I get killed right from the beginning, and that's it. So if you're playing on extreme difficulty, Shadows Heretic Kingdoms has a bit of a difficulty, bit of a learning curve, a bit of a difficulty curve as well. Especially when you still don't learn how to use essences and those things. You need to remember to go back into the Shadow Realm, the puzzles, the patterns for those puzzles, everything. So do we have to push that all the way back there? There's some loot as well. Oh, enchanted loot right away. Awesome. So yes, it's incredible that an indie studio managed to develop this game. Honestly, so far I've been pleasantly surprised. All of the characters have and act according to their specific personalities. For example, there are a lot of details, the interactions between those characters. Here, for example, you can see that you may not be able to notice it, but you'll see soon enough. I know there's another one here. See, pay attention to this if you are a newcomer or you just discovered this series. See the walking speed, yeah. Her movement speed. Look at this. It's affected by the different surfaces. That's incredible. The graphics are gorgeous. Damn, we need a second boulder. Alright, that's where we... Yeah, we were here. We started here. Tonight. Alright. The different abilities, the rotations, the mana, the management for your magic, let's say. Mana management sounds horrible. So, yeah.
I pity you.
So yeah, don't think that if you rush the game a bit, you can rush the game a bit and that's it. Granted, I spend a lot of time looking at skill trees, but anyways, if you are playing on extreme difficulty, there is a learning curve. Also, I have to talk and explain it here, so... Well, I'm saying all of this because this is the longest game I've streamed so far. The second one being Armies of X Go. But this one, I honestly thought that because it was an indie game, it would have been shorter, but definitely that's not the case. Shadows Awakening is a long game if you play it properly. If you are playing it on easy mode just to do the story quest, yeah, you can probably finish it in less than a week. But that's simply not... Alright, we're good. We haven't explored this section. That's simply not playing the game properly. Just playing the main story quest without any side quests. On easy mode, no, never do that. I assure you it will not be... You won't feel accomplished after the credits roll. After you finish the game, you won't feel accomplished. Also, it's boring, because most of the artificial intelligences in games are not most. There are some that are quite good. I can point you to a lot of them that I've tried personally, but most aren't superb at all. We just got... Is it me or we just got a legendary... No, not legendary. It's an artifact helm. Alright. Well, now I can't see Avia's face. Damn. Well, but we've got some kind of like fangs there. Also horns. But well. No, this Sevekan already has the reptile skull. Anyways, he can't use that. How about you? No. the High Inquisitor's Helm is quite good. Can I turn this one into legendary category? Can I increase its category by 1? Poison resistant, blown resistant, pierce resistant, stun immunity. Give me something useful, please. Armor, reflect chance. Damn, the useful ones, I've already used them. I've already enchanted all of them. Poison, ice, no, those are way too specific. Could it be that this thing specifically has the buffs I usually go for? Yes. It has precisely all of the buffs that I usually choose. Look at this. The same. 12 armor, 12 armor. Well, 7% return damage. Here it's blocked. Here's block chance. Yeah, this one has block chance as well. That block chance is not that beneficial. Because she aviates. She's a mage. She doesn't use a shield. She can't use a shield at all. And this one's already enchanted with that. And this one has a 7% return damage slash resistance. But well, this one has a reflect chance. 5% reflect chance. What can we do? 5% return damage to compensate for that. Stun immunity? No. 5% return damage. 7,514. That's a ripoff. But well. I don't like being ripped off. Corwinth Priestplate. Give me something useful, please. Pierce, block chance, stun immunity. Well, it's... Hey, I don't know. No. Reflect chance. Return damage. Damn. 14,663. 14,663. Damn. Way too much money for an extra 5% chance. Forget it. I can't see her face. Damn. Why? Can I hide the helmet? There are some games that have that cosmetic thingy. That cosmetic change. See? We're still far from the end of the game. 33% left to go. Can I somehow hide the helmet? Show subtitles, HP bars, damage values, show helms. But it will affect all of them. Damn. Now, let's stop wasting time. We've got a job to do. I want to finish this game and I'm wasting time. I'm an idiot. Why? We need to finish this once and for all. And we won't do so if I waste my time caring about those details. Under normal circumstances... Right, we need a second boulder. Let's use logic. The boulder needs to be right here, because it can't go down those stairs. So it has to be somewhere over here. Maybe I even found it somewhere and I haven't realized. There we have a puzzle, but I don't know how to interact with the real puzzle, wherever that may be. So let's see. Wasn't this a dead end? Yes, it was a dead end. But there's... those two seem to... Ah, right, but I have to activate those stairs. So, I have to go here to activate those stairs, but I'm trapped in here. Is there any difference between the Mortal Realm and the Shadow Realm here? So we need to find that boulder, whatever it may be. Damn, nice water animation. This is one of the best looking indies I've seen at this point. Alright, there you are. Yes, I had seen it. The thing is, I was way too worried about killing random stuff. Let's go, Avia, take that over there. So, did it work? Yes, it worked. Well, there's only one way to go. Move. I knew it. There were more of them. In the Shadow Realm. In the Shadow Realm, there's always one or two enemies left. Okay. Okay. The Chronicles of the Order of the Veil, Volume 1, 3, and 7? Yes. We need the complete collection. I'm not using my soulstone charges.
I shall clean up your mess.
So... Aha, let me guess. Those stairs are going to come up. Alright. Okay. Right, that's a dead end. So let's see. As you can see, I've also increased ABS movement speed. That's the second. Those are the second stairs, or what? No, a door. Or at least the first lock for that door. Demon strike. Hey, what's going on? The Devourer of Souls is being attacked a lot. Damn, out of mana. Royal Pabais. A shield. Damn, it's legendary. Right off the bat. That this is what I call a terribly lucky loot. Damn. Whoa. The one I have is legendary quality. Yeah, it doesn't give me those extra 12 points of armor though. Block chance, but the block chance is 17. The base block chance. Then it has an extra 7, of course, because of the enchantment. So, damn. God damn it. Ooh, look at that. It even has kind of like a serpent. Looks like a Slide for the Sky Dragon somehow. It's lacking the wings and the also from it also looks like Rayquaza from Pokemon. Rayquaza from Pokemon. Slide for the Sky Dragon, I don't know. Looks pretty cool. What's the block chance then after this? What's the block chance? 41%. 41%. And without investing kind of like anything on endurance. Bam.
I shall not falter.
Damn, the shield is bigger than... Is this a random loot? I need to investigate that, if the loot in this game is randomized. I don't think it's randomized. Alright, more of those, but I don't know... what they are for. Do I have to attack them? No. Alright, so there... So there, and more or less over here, we've got those markings. Well, if we can't go over here, we are trapped. So, yeah. Not cool. How about this one? Yes, it worked. We are not trapped. Yes. They are all in the Shadow Realm. Well, let's give a hand. Let's lend a hand to the Devourer of Souls. Let's give him the Golem. What? That thing is blocking while frozen. Let's get rid of this guy. Yes, the door is unbarred now. I love how powerful Flame Strike is now that we've upgraded it. Something tells me that we're going to hit level 30 before the end game, actually. Alright, they're immune to lightning attacks. Let's just slice them. Are there any undead? Yes. Oh, look at that, a sanctuary. Perfect. Let's recover our breath. We already have 10 charges there. Same. How's the stream going? It's working perfectly. Smoothly. Temp? Alright. Give me a sec. Give me a sec because I believe my fans are a bit louder than what they should be, because we don't need that much speed right now. Let me lower them a bit, like that. There we go. Alright. Alright, here we are. Good. What do we have here? What do we have here? More undead. Nothing of interest. By the way, I forgot. One thing. There's one release today. Actually, it already released some hours ago. For a game that's called War Mongrels. A pretty interesting indie game, of course, real-time strategy. More precisely said, real-time tactics, because it's a game in the vein similar to Company of Heroes. Right. And Company of Heroes was a pretty interesting title. Also Dawn of War 2. Well, War Mongrels is quite similar to those I just named. Also similar to one that was also recently released, which was what was it called? It released recently. It got a lot of patches and DLCs. Damn, what was it called? Iron Harvest. Well, I have been following the release for both Iron Harvest and also this one that released today, which is War Mongrels. Pretty interesting, squad-based, real-time tactics. Remember, as I always point out, the difference between real-time strategy and real-time tactics. This is a real-time tactics game. There's next to none base building, Positioning on the battlefield is essential. You know the drill. It's like Company of Heroes, and pretty interesting, quite good. I have high hopes for it, also for Iron Harvest, and both of them definitely didn't disappoint me. They are both solid games, especially if you like real-time tactics. Those two are quite good. They have pretty graphics, quite modern, and I highly suggest you give them a chance, because both Iron Harvest as well as War Mongrels are quite good games. As I've said, real-time tactics, not real-time strategy. They don't have base building. It's pretty rudimentary. The base building is not the most important aspect, just like in Dawn of War 2. Dawn of War 2, not 1. And yes, this was a bit stupid because I had to backtrack all the way over here. Maybe there's something I'm missing. No loot, no extra loot at all. It was just to troll me. The developers wanted to troll me, so we had to specifically backtrack all the way over there. Let's try to move like this, using the edges so we don't lose speed. Right, let's save. Oh, there's a lot of undead up ahead. But yeah, both of them great games. War Mongrels is releasing right now. Right now, it's releasing right now, and it's a great alternative to Iron Harvest, to Company of Heroes, to all of those real-time tactics games that I always praise so much. Remember, next to non-existent base building, there we go. And luckily I saved some seconds ago. I know. Inventory full. Damn. I hate it when this happens. This is the worst, when the inventory is full. Anyways, it's a dead end as well. Damn. There's only one connection as far as I can see. In the Shadow Realm. Damn. There's the Shadow Trader. Damn. God. I'll have to go back there, sell some stuff, and go and then come back. See, these stupid delays are preventing me from finishing this game. But yes, positioning on the battlefield determines if you win or lose on those games, on real-time tactics games. You don't require such a high amount of APM. So, no, not buy. Sell. I want to sell. Whoa, so much trash lying around. Damn. Damn, my god. This one's two-handed. Well, will this ever end? Yes. Corrupted wooden body, Glyphon, still not good enough. I should update my gear, the gear for my Devourer of Souls someday. Plus 13, blah 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 blah. That one could be useful. Well, we've got 4 of those boreal mantles. I'm starting to believe I either have Diogenes syndrome, that is, if the translation is correct. Maybe in English it's different. That's what I call it, or what we call it in Spanish. But kind of like when you grab a lot of stuff and you can't simply get rid of it. Simply can't get rid of it. Beholder's ring for memories. No. No. Damn, I've got a lot of rings. 20% healing power, that one's promising. It needs some... No. This one could be. Necklace? Damn. 200 hit points. Pretty good. 100 hit points, damn. Healing power, 20% casting speed. Why am I using this? Because it's legendary. Well, but we can create one of those even better. Or could it be that... Don't sell it. I want to equip it. Luckily, I had 4. What's this? What's this, Abia? What's this? Why? Because it affects the attack rating and the defense rating. No, but wait. It's because of the damage... Could it be it's because of the damage against elementals? I believe it's because of that. That's a stupid. Bearman. 4 per second mana regeneration. Sweet. 5% casting speed, healing power. Healing power is tempting. 10% drop silver, no. Silence immunity, no. 10% healing power is tempting. 5% cast speed as well. Do we have any other thing? Any other bonus? No. I don't care about silence immunity. That's the healing power, right? And this is the casting speed. Alright, it's already legendary. What's the meaning of this? Why does it increase my attack rating and my defense rating? Well, I don't care. It's level 9 anyways. It's so outdated. This will give us 200 hit points, 4% mana regeneration, 4 per second, 4 mana regeneration per second, not percent. 10% healing power plus 200 hit points. The other one was shit. I mean, the bonuses weren't appropriate. 10% casting speed, 4 per second mana regeneration, 4 per second mana regeneration. Of course, that's essential for a mage. What's our mana regeneration? 13, but that's not the total mana regeneration, right? Where's the mana regeneration, please? The real one. Here we go. 35, not 13. Base mana regeneration was 8 plus 13. What's soul regeneration? Every picked soul globe instantly regenerates a small amount of mana points for all playable characters. What's that? What's a soul globe? Well, I don't know. I don't know what's that. That's why it has a reference. It has a reference there to read over here. And from 14. All right, it's 35 actually. All right, That's insane. Let's see, Avia. Well, you finally got to 3,000 hit points. Amazing, Avia. Amazing. Let's see Sevekan just to make a comparison. 2,700. He's close. He's close. Of course, the beast, the absolute beast, as I have decided to call her, which is none other than Carissa, has 4,000, almost 4,000, 3,945 hit points, and the Devourer of Souls has 42 hit points.
I shall not fail.
Okay, are we trapped or not? No. We should continue through here. The fact that we can proceed without spending soulstone charges tells us that our build is as good as it gets. But don't worry, because soon enough the monsters are going to level up. They're simply going to level up, and we will have a hard time. Okay. This is a labyrinth. So much backtracking, please. When are we? We've been in these viewers for 2 streams. This is, I mean, 1, and this is the second one. This one could be? No, it wasn't that one. Maybe through here? Yes. If there's something that we haven't killed, as you all know, that's the correct path.
Must I do everything myself?
Alright. Demon Strike. Let's go for Soul Rend. Wait. Here? What do we have here? Aha, I see loot.
Come not but dust.
I can smell the loot by now. I've developed a sixth sense. Dispatch to the warlord of Kayalesa. Here. Day 3, Day Unknown. Only I remain known, even though I have nowhere later in this menu. Whatever, I cannot sleep. That thing is out there. I can sense it lurking above me like some monstrous shadow. Ah, yeah. Remember, there's kind of like a T-Rex demon that we could see. We could scarcely see here. We are actually chasing it for some unknown reason. And well, so I love it when they run. Well, that animation was poorly executed, but well. This one maybe? What? Ah, there's the demon! See? There it is.
Discretion may be called for.
Let's see how much time you can survive against Carissa. Right. I froze the demon exactly like this, where those lasers were. Lucky me, I guess. Lucky or skillfully me. Damn, that lag made me. Please. Here. Here. Made me press that button twice. Did we just kill a boss under 10 seconds? Well, it was because of the laser, probably.
I grant you the mercy of the grave.
Nice. If only I knew what that may have been for. Stop lagging, please. We've got a job to do. Stop lagging. Alright, that's the exit, probably. Or not. Either that one... No, but that one needs to be connected. That one implies getting into the shadow realm. Yes. Yes, a cenotaph. Where are we? Alright, on Friday we were here, now we are here. We went from sewers to old sewers. The world map is certainly running out of room. We have the interior of Corwenthe and, well, Sura, but we're closer to the end than ever. Right, we're not regenerating mana here. It's just a cenotaph. Right. Some extra loot, please. And here I was wondering. I should have written down those signs. Oh, there's a lot of rats in here. I don't know why this game sometimes lags like that. Let me guess. That wall. Oh my god. Just when I thought we would be able to progress. We'll have to go back. Yes, we'll have to go back. We'll have to go back. Maybe I can use the cenotaph. Or not. Where would it lead us? No. They were here and here. Here and here. Damn, that's like a long trek. That's a long trek to remember. Anyways, I think they were the same. Let's see what I can do. Damn, I'm amazed. The boss was killed under 10 seconds. That was brutal. But well. Okay. First one. Oh well, this one's extremely easy. We've got the same repeated 3 times. Then we have a tiny one. And then this one, which is kind of like middle size. But, well, this one's relatively easier. And then the other one is here. Okay. Smaller one, and then, alright. The question is, which one goes up and which one down? Because there are 2 there. There are 2 of them. So, if I remember correctly, the other one was here. Yes. Oh, it's the same. Ah, it's this. This is extremely easy. Forget it. Forget what I just said. Avencast had tougher puzzles. Thankfully, this one has easier puzzles. You are right. I shouldn't say those words. Never ask for a more difficult puzzle. Never. Never ask for a harder puzzle. Never. Never. Never do that. That's a sacrilege. You never know what you may end up encountering. But well, it's the same for both of them. So I just have to. Where's the trick? Right, what happens if I push that one? If I pull that lever, sorry. This one's wrong. No, not that one. Not that one. This one. This one's wrong. Ah. No, it was okay. What? I want these to go over here. I think I solved it. Yeah.
Thou art already dead.
But excuse me, this wasn't the pattern. The pattern was this one here, 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 and this one here. This wasn't the pattern. Neither this one. Well, whatever. I don't understand. Ah, right. You kind of like select them. You have to select a single pattern. See, since the lever is up here, I selected this one unknowingly. Since the lever is down here, it's pointing to this one, it's pointing to the correct one. Here the same, here, and here, up here, this one and this one. Alright, yeah. Yeah. But well, it was by chance. But then I understood. Right, it's only one. Okay. See? Never ask for harder puzzles. Alright, you kind of like select which one is the correct one, not two. Don't think you'll escape, rat. What do you bet that this is going to be some shitty loot? Make your bets. Fists of Royal Bodyguard. Well, that's good, but useless for me. That's a weapon for the Ironclad Golem, right? Ironclad Zombie. Ironclad Zombie. Right, I'm not using that when I have Carissa, so yeah, forget it. I can sell it though. But well, this is a 100% playthrough, so yeah, I don't get to skip even the most stupid puzzle ever. But well, as you can see, everything has been explored. Can we now get out? We've already explored 100% of the normal sewers, and now we've explored 100% all of the old sewers. So, can we just... My dearest brother, the beast away, the fellow refugees, the beast away, sorry. My fellow refugees, well, there they forgot to hit spacebar. My fellow refugees. I plan to seal the beast into one of the furthest ends of the Magnus Cloaca, the place where the final Imperial soldier fell against it. It died in 10 seconds. Clearly, you weren't as cool as my puppets.
This foe is mine.
Oh. Oh. Oh, oh, like a wolf. Baron Avenger. I'll have the pleasure of dismembering him tonight. Yes. Yes. Thanks, gaming gods, for granting me this pleasure. Yes. Ah, but I don't have 10 charges. Baron Avenger. Let's recover some health. That's one of the three main antagonists, the main enemies for the game. One of the 3 demons that's controlling the Pentanera and causing havoc throughout the heretic kingdoms. Looks like this is it for him. Time to put our... This will be the ultimate test for our build. Let's see how much time he can survive the assault of Carissa, or there it is, the real thing, the demon. Let's save one last time.
Carissa, I'm here for your soul, traitor.
I'm afraid I still have need of it, Tar.
Let's get this over with then.
Yes.
Thou shalt know.
Ah. Escape. No, what's this? I want to kill this guy. No, why escape? Why? We can kill that guy. Don't tell me he's invulnerable to damage. On purpose. Yeah, now that I think of it, it would be a bit anticlimactic killing one of the three big bosses, the three big and bad guys, the three big bad guys, uh, in the middle of the sewer, in the middle of a sewer, of the sewers. Sorry, it would be a bit anticlimactic. But well, if we just have to escape, I don't know.
Carissa, I'm here for your soul, traitor.
I'm afraid I still have need of it, Tar.
Let's get this over with then.
Ah, the same as before. What? Have we already escaped? That guy's pathetic. I could have killed him. Level 19. Let's see. Can I kill him? Yes, I can deal damage to him. I can deal damage to him. I know, but he regains health. We're not meant to do this, but well. Immune? What? Immune. Maybe I can kill him.
Such power. I cannot go on. But
Do I get a...
will not be triumphant this day. Telesulis.
Do I get a reward for trying to kill him?
Made it. Come on, he will not catch us in the wastes.
Alright, so you can choose. You can either use those two levers and escape, or fight him.
Such power. Even without channeling essence. What has Krenz unleashed? We
Ha!
must channel the essence of the dead through the crucible of souls once more. We must take it further than we have taken it before. We must become stronger.
That'll teach him. Yeah, you can simply escape, but... apparently I got a bonus for trying to kill him. I was going to kill him. At the rate that fight was going. And I didn't even use the Devourer of Souls. And Sebek, and just, for the most part, my Golem and Carissa. Damn. Sorry guys, we couldn't kill him tonight. But well, we taught him who's boss, at least. Oh, let me... we begin chapter 5.
The Wastes. Home to the brutal warriors of the Sura clans and their demon servitors. Mercenaries more for love of warfare than for love of silver, the Sura demon tamers had been essential to securing the Garulian Empire in its time.
Huh?
All they need do is hire the Sura as their army. It would not have been hard for Lady Mara to reach an agreement with Gorgon. The Razor Feather clan hated their emancipated slaves, the Ishkai, and longed to wreak vengeance against them. Marching against Meltwater Bastion, the victory by Gorgog's army at that strategic point would spell doom for the Ishkai Confederacy. Meanwhile, the Razor Feather's ancient rivals, the Red Smoke Sura, watch from afar.
The sacking of the Confederacy must seem like justice to all the clans that once shackled the Ishkai in slavery. Yet the Ishkai might be our only hope to stop Mara and the Pentamera from attaining absolute dominion. Unless, perhaps, in the forgotten tombs of Garulia, some ancient weapon could be reclaimed.
Pretty convenient argument. Krans?
You
Yes.
survived. Good.
Not only that,
Your enchantment worked. I have freed myself.
Excellent. Our situation is precarious, but not, I think, untenable.
Thou hast used us as a pawn.
On the contrary, a pawn is a disposable asset. You are far more important.
Who is this old man?
Krenz, a mage who has helped us. So far.
But he cannot be trusted.
Well, at least I am frank about my duplicity.
There is much to discuss.
You have done well. Better than I might have imagined.
What artifacts do you know of that could damage the Crucible?
the Godslayer sword?
The clans channel essence in a manner similar to the Pentanera, using something they call a moon chalice. It is how a Surakai becomes a Sura warrior, and how a warrior becomes an elite. But they would not part with one willingly. It is the foundation of clan existence.
I must talk to my brother, Korshak. He may be able to help. His camp lies north of here, in Red Smoke Mountains.
Ask your questions.
I've got a lot of questions for this guy, but let's begin with this one.
What didst thou do to me when I was summoned, mage?
I summoned you without a pact, a dangerous endeavor, to say the least.
Thou art concealing something.
Your kind is unlike other demons I have studied. A devourer forms a pact with the first soul it captures. I wanted you to have no such limitation, so I drained your demonic essence and ensured you would have room for many souls.
Thou hast robbed me of my potency.
Oh no, far from it. You could be more powerful than any demon who has ever lived. But your power comes from your prolific nature. The more souls you acquire, the greater you become. What would you like to ask me?
Alright, it's like unrestricted potential, but not through the Devourer itself, but through the souls he acquires.
Have the Red Smoke Sura mobilized for war?
Not to my knowledge. They hold back, waiting to see how the Razor Feathers fare against the Ishkai Confederacy.
It is the perfect time to strike our old enemies. We can seize control of the region.
And perhaps acquire the Razor Feathers Moon Chalice into the bargain.
What would you like to ask me?
Is it that everyone here at the Heretic Kingdoms is trying to kill each other?
Where can I find the Chamber of Time?
Yes, that.
I seem to recall that it was buried somewhere here, in what are now the wastes.
You seek to meddle with your past?
Yes, she will be revived.
Perhaps I can prevent my own death.
I did have one of the fabled chambers, but I shall not help you to empower it. Time, like a tapestry, depends upon the weft and warp of events. One loose thread could unravel history itself. If you insist upon pursuing this fateful course, do it without my assistance. Ask your questions.
I would have never believed Krenz had some sense of responsibility. But well.
How will we gain access to the Crucible again now that we've been discovered?
killing everyone.
Problem with me.
Huh?
If you can acquire a moon chalice, I will find a way to get it into the Crucible of Souls.
I'm still uncomfortable trusting you, Krenz.
A rational response under the circumstances. Fortunately, I have nothing to gain from your betrayal, and everything to lose. You must have questions.
No,
Thou shouldst let us
I've
depart.
none left.
One last thing. Valkyrin tortured you, did he not? Did you feel pain?
Torture is never pleasant, but I am well trained to withstand it.
What of you, demon? Did you feel Evia's pain?
A distant echo of suffering. No more.
I see. I suppose we are fortunate Valkyrin did not pursue his interrogation further. If you manage to acquire a moon chalice, come and meet me at the abandoned oracle. I will wait for you there.
Surely there are safer places to hide.
On the contrary, it's been searched many times since the oracle fled, and there is nothing left to find. Who would seek a fugitive mage in a place with no strategic value? I shall be waiting.
Wish he would teach me how to do that.
Top-notch dialogue there. Is what we all think about when we meet a powerful NPC. Tundra Crab. Nice. Enemy variety seems to be getting even better. Alright. Looks like this is it for Corwinth. And we're going straight into the heart of Sura. It will be a painful, for them, way to go. For them, for everything we find on our way. We will kill everything all the way up until this place, I assume. This point. Yes. It will simply be like this. We'll proceed through the wastes, killing everything in this. I assume it's the final journey. Because... oh, I can see some kind of ball down there. Hound, wild hound beast, level 21. It's coming for us. Burn up. What up? You can't get up here? Let me help you. Those crabs have indeed slash resistance. That could prove bothersome. Especially for Carissa. Let's level up. Oh yeah, level 21 talent slot unlocked. Soul Reaver is quite tempting. Also toughness. We need this one. But my question is, does it work only for the Devourer of Souls, or can I use it on everyone? Toughness, we've got toughness there. Manually, return 5% of damage from attack. Damage should be singular in this case. Mana replenish from picked soul, but mortal hits, life drain, and we have also no pain, no gain. Improved might increases the strength by another 20 points. God, that would seriously boost our basic attacks Damn. I don't know what to choose. I'll go for improved might. He's got good HP. Cooldown of all active skills. Damage dealt. Your ability. Yes. Improved might. That should be literally. That should be absolutely brutal. We went from 65 to 68 skill damage bonus. And we should have... we've got 19% critical chance and 178% skill damage bonus. Great. This. Alright, talents. Fleet of foot. Of course, fleet of foot. What can I get for you, Sebekan? Every cast has 5% chance to reset all cooldowns. I anyways wouldn't have the mana regeneration required for that. Mana replenished from picked soul increased by 15%. Alright, so it's per... Alright, it's... You have to pick that one for every character if you want it to work, because you don't know which character is actually going to get the kill. So improved intelligence is the safe bet here. Avia, please tell me you also have... Yes. Improved intelligence. And Carissa should have improved the strength. Might. Sorry. Add the 10% chance to stun for 2 seconds with every attack. This one's quite interesting. But for now, improved might. Those are pretty much mandatory. So yeah. Let's go, Carissa. Even more powerful attack. Her attacks are quite brutal. Her critical chance could be better, but well. Skills, level 3, level 3, level 3. I'm not interested, sorry, in anything else. The rest of the abilities suck, for the most part. Level 3 Flame Strikes and Golem. And this one will be level 25. Tornado. I haven't tried this one, but the cooldown sucks, so yeah. Blunt damage 920. Forget it. Forget it now. Level 3 at 25. At level 25. Right. It's the same story for Sebekan. This one is tempting. The cooldown, it's 55, and this one 15. No, forget it. We're good to go. That should give us a boost to tackle this zone. There we go, much better. That's the speed I want at killing things. But first, do we have anything else to do here? Voices in the Sand. Main quest, destroy the Crucible of Souls. Of course, then shatter it forever. That's the main quest, as you could all see. Chapter 4. Chamber of Time. Find the Red Smoke Chieftain, what we're doing right now. Acquire a Moon Chalice, the Armory Tombs, where to use a Bone Key, The Imperial Tombs, alright. We're good. We've completed everything up to now, so yeah. Incredible, but true. So, they have lightning and slashing resistance. Oh, we've got demons here. A lot of them. Oh, right. The Devourer of Souls will have a hard time here. Shadow Imp. Damn. We'll have... Damn. I need to be... God. Luckily I saved. I'll have to give some kind of buff to the Devourer of Souls in order to kill that thing. Also, I'm wondering if I should bring back my Ironclad zombie, but no. It's just a coincidence that most things here have lightning resistance. This one doesn't, though.
This foe is mine.
If we face a crab boss, we will be in trouble. There it is, that thing. Immunity to being frozen. Nice. Why am I trying to freeze that thing when it's immune? Try that. Ah, that thing is also resistant to fire. So immunity to being frozen and resistance to fire against fire. Sorry. There we go.
I shall handle this myself.
What was that? That blast. Alright. Those stupid lags are going to kill me. Alright, and what do we have here? Some more of those hounds. Crabs. More crabs.
I shall clean up your mess.
Damn, what's going on with this thing? Why is it lagging so much? Damn. It's not the stream. The stream is perfectly fine. Are you done? Can we proceed? Alright. They may be resistant to slashing damage, but not against that blunt strikes. That blunt strike with the shield. Can I kill the frogs? I should be able to. Okay. Oh, what's that? Spirit of Hunger. Freezing attack. Right. There we go. Please bring your friend. There we go. Ah, you had more friends. Nice, we are recovering our soulstone charges. I wanted to finish this game as fast as I could, but I keep encountering problems, obstacles all over the place. But well, I enjoy killing them. I know it's not that funny for you, but well. That you want me to get to the final analysis after all of this time. But no, we need to finish this game first with all of these side quests. But I believe we are close to the end. We just need to get to level 30, we are 21. 9 levels, we can do that. I'll try to rush and kill as fast as I can. So yeah. Oh, another one of those spirits of hunger. They are not immune to being frozen. Ah, that's the freezing attack. I know the question you are all... you all have right now. What you are wondering. Why did my golem simply... why did he go... why did it simply... sorry. Why did it simply go away ignoring me and the fight? I don't know. We'll never know. Some things we'll never know. There it is. There it is. Please come back here. Come back here. What are you doing? Here, here, here. There you go. Thank you. Another one of those demons. I don't like those demons. They are quite tough. I should get some Vana's gear against demons, but well. Alright, let's do this. All of you, come with me. Then we will do this. And this. And this. Oh. Oh, slain in one hit. See, Razor, you are the worst. You just told us that you were about to rush through content and you are killing frogs. It's needed. How? Well, I don't know, but it's needed. Like this. And like this. Yeah, I don't care about your resistances, just die. Resisted, 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 whatever. There you go. Stop running. That thing almost killed me. Right. What's this? Ah, once again. Serpent. Can I interact with that? Serpent. Another puzzle. Another one of those Timurian puzzles. Then we've got a lot to explore. Trust me, I'm doing as fast as I can. Cleaning up this whole place. The other one was almost dead. Where is it? There we go. Come on, faster. We've got to be on schedule. We need to finish this game once and for all. I don't think we're going to finish this tonight, but I'm going to kill everything I stumble upon, at least. Thank you. 3, 4, 5. Come on, I will use these soul stone charges. They were right over here, right? Yes. Come on. Kill the 3 of them at the same time. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, next. Next. Next, please. Keep killing. Keep calm. And continue killing. Dead, 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 dead. The other... Let's try the other section of the map. As you can see, I'm killing as fast as I can. Come on, we're on schedule. We're actually behind schedule. We need to kill faster.
Of the Imperial line. Nothing can stand against me.
Come on, I don't care about your resistances. Whatever. Three more. Dead. I smell a lot of lightning resistances here. Then let's give a buff to Carissa. Come on. Demon Strike. There's one alive. Oh, the map is connected over there. Is somehow linked. Low mana, that's gonna be a problem. Wait, that's not fair. Damn, I meant to actually replenish my mana. I'm so not used to do that, to always press 2 that I involuntarily pressed 2 again. But we can do this. I don't care about resistances, come on. That are... Whoa. What are these guys? Ah, but they are not immune to lightning. That's the important part. I don't know what they may be, but they have no resistance or immunity against lightning. That means they're in trouble. Like that. And you big guys as well. Because with Sevekan Curse... Ah, well. I probably... cast... I shouldn't cast the curse like that. Ah! Talon Demon. Let's try it like this. Right. Any other demons that need to be killed? Somehow? Right, that dealt damage to both of them. Perfect. Stay right there. Ah, that one has resistance against my attacks. Then let's try this. There you go. Is it that everything in here has a slash resistance? Yes, apparently yes. But they don't have lightning resistance. Terrible mistake.
What others have begun, Evia shall finish.
No, but there was a section here. There was a particular section that needed to be that I needed to explore. It needs exploring. Right. Come back here. Is this the edge of the map? Yes. Alright, another one of those totems. Alright, the other one was the serpent, this one's the claw. We'll need that for later. Probably. Alright, everything is dead. Now I can sleep quietly at night, knowing that I fulfilled my purpose. Damn, more crabs. Good. Why am I wasting my mana like that?
Must I do everything myself? Great power always comes from within.
I become closer to what I once was.
Good. We leveled up once again in a matter of... This one was the serpent. We could try to guess the other two, but we will eventually stumble upon them. But I know that one, so let's try it. The... What else do we have? The paw, the human hand, and the paw. I'll try to guess them. First try. See? Now I will be able to say that I'm a cool winner. I guessed these two. There weren't many possibilities, but well. Masculine teeth. And the one we have is demonic. Has reflect chance plus 15 armor and plus 15% lightning resistance. Good. It doesn't look as cool as our previous masculine, but well, I believe we have to update the Devourer of Souls armor. The one I'm using is level 8. They're not even legendary. Damn. Damn, look at this sash. Damn. Yeah, we have to update that. Yeah, right. We will do so as soon as... I don't want to waste time. Tonight, we need to kill, and kill even more, just so we can go on. Come on, faster,
What others
as fast as lightning.
fear shall finish.
Come on, destruction, mayhem, nothing. Come on, we've got a job to do. Get rid of them, Avia. Come on, what else? What else? I see some demons up ahead. Do we have a meteor strike? No. Damn. We're in trouble. I have to update the Devourer of Souls gear. That stupid thing. Oh, come on. Stop running.
will not end here.
Damn. That was a critical hit. That thing was extremely lucky. Come on, we need more mana. Get rid of them. And here's the problem. Yes, slain. Yeah, I need new gear for the Devourer of Souls. We're not dealing enough damage. What? Ah. Damn. Wasn't there one behind me?
I will not end here. I shall strike you down.
So this is the end of the map here. Nothing. Ain't there any prize for me? Any loot? No. Give me a sec. Let me check the stream. Is this thing working at all or what? Yes, it's perfectly working. Yeah, there we go.
Tremble before a princess of the Cerulean throne.
Come on. I need to update the gear for the Devourer of Souls. What am I doing here? Ah, that's the entrance. Anyone else?
You,
Oh.
Razor Feather Elite, your skull shall be my trophy.
Shut up, Fallon. Here we are the ones.
Now, demon. I warned you.
Alright. 10 charges. We ended up with 10 charges. And we've... Damn. We've killed a lot of things, apparently. All the way through here. All the way through here, also here. We went here. Looks like we still have to kill some things. We also solved kind of like a mini puzzle. Why is it that I have to... We're not level 25. Why are you bothering me?
I shall handle this myself.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Fast, fast, fast. Yeah, I believe I took the longer route, but well.
I shall not falter.
Anyways, I needed to kill everything. Why is this thing lagging? Stop lagging, please. It's uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. That one's a new voice line. Good. Almost. Get him. Now come back and...
I grant you the mercy of the grave.
I shall clean up your mess.
Let's just speed things up a bit with this.
Become naught but dust.
I'm killing as fast as I can. I hope this thing doesn't crash. What the? What the? Where are we?
I shall not falter.
Ah, you can block. It will do you no good.
I shall not fail.
Great. More of those crabs. Avia, roast them. Wait, is this thing stuttering? Why is it that this game always stutter somehow? What's this? Another puzzle? And that one's a new puzzle. A new one. Great, let's save then. What do I have to do? Orient them. Somehow. Any clue? Ah, right. There we go. A perfect pentagon. Ah! Dead, perfect. Dead and perfect. Right. Definitely level 20 and... Anyways, we just have to replace these 3. Require level 21, not this one, not this one. We just need the body. The rune body. A new rune body. That's all we need. We've got this one and we just got this one. They are both level 21 and 20. We can we... This one has extra ice damage and 10% chance to stun enemies. Right, those aren't the bonuses I would normally use. I can use other enchantments. The armor is the only thing that needs. Alright. Pretty much I solved another puzzle by chance. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. Let's keep moving. 2 hours. Alright. We could get out of the sewers and cleanse all of the Sura wastes under 2 hours. I also spent some time looking at the skill trees as I always do, so yeah. Great. To Imperial Tomb number 5. The 5th Imperial Tomb. Let's see, journal. Quickly. Journal. Chamber of Time. Forge the Imperial Scepter. Seek the mysterious Chamber of Time and change the past. Let me guess, it's this one? No, it's not this one.
An Imperial tomb. But this one has a keyhole. There's an inscription in Gerulian. A key is buried here.
More riddles. I tire of these games.
I do as well, Carissa. Alright. We need the key.
Must I do everything myself?
Have we been here? Yes. No. Well, not specifically here, but... What? No, we haven't been here. Right. Otherwise, these guys would be dead. I can't help but believe that I forgot to kill something. Always I have that feeling, even though it's not the case. Oh well. It's been 2 hours of killing. Okay. Right. What's this? Huh? Anyways. Wait. Anyways, you are forced to go that way. Well, it was the correct way of doing so. Alright, and here's where I left. Here I've killed everything I could find. Yes, we've been here. Right, you have to go this way. Where are those unexplored? Alright. We've killed everything, right? Is everything dead? Let's get to the Shadow Merchant anyways. I need new armor. Then I can apply the essences. Shadow Trader. Give me... I need some armor for the Devourer of Souls. Oh, look at that. We've got over one... Yeah. Over 100... Should we pick this one? Yeah, it's the only one I'm able to pick. It's level 20 though, but it has the enchantment of plus 12 armor. Perfect. It's great. Before this thing crashes... Alright, we've got over 100,000. Well, no more. Now we have 83,000. But well, it was absolutely needed. Hey, look at that. Now we are all yellow. Cool. Like the enemy of Green Lantern. I always forget his name. I always forget that name, but well. DC fans, try not to kill me, in case you are listening to this. Oh. Cool. Lifesteal, movement speed. Why is it that armor, helm, and shield always get the worst bonuses? Return damage, stun immunity, pierce resistance, blunt resistance. Blah, blah. So useless, so useless. What did I get with this one? Ah, it's the same. I've already got 12 armor, which is what I mostly care about. Slash resistance. Yeah, I don't know. Critical immunity. This one could be useful. Because otherwise it's armor against humanoid, blah 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 blah. It's useless. The rest of the buffs are mostly useless. Critical lifesteal. What's this? Armor against specifically humanoids. And 13 damage against humanoids. Usable by the Devourer. Forget it. I'll add the 20% critical immunity just in case we get a critical hit. Yes. Anyways, it was useless for the rest. Instead of 10% because armor against undead, damage against undead. Useless, 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 useless. Reflect chance. We could use this fat essence of death to get that 10% chance, but I will save it for the weapons maybe. Let's first enchant the Melark. Right, what do we have? Ice damage, 10% chance to stun enemies. Lightning, fire damage, damage, blah 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 blah. Attack speed. Critical chance. Slow. Slay. We begin with this. Pretty much mandatory. 5% lifesteal could be useful. What's my slay chance? Damn, I'm wasting time. Sorry. Slay chance, please. Give me the slay chance. Give me the slay chance. Give me the slay chance. Where is it? Where is it? Slay chance. 0. Chance to kill non-boss enemy with single hit. Shit, it's at 0. 5% lifesteal. How about that? Damn. No, we're trying to enchant this. Fire, lightning, dark, poison, blah blah. Skill damage. No. Critical chance. Plus 8% critical chance. What's your critical chance? 10. That's extremely low. God, I mean, this guy seriously needed some help. Base weapon critical chance 7. No, that's way too low. Carissa already has her whip. Alright, wait, we'll have to use this one. Damn, 11,807. Melark Tamura, and that's it. I can't further enhance it. I can't enhance it further, sorry. Slash resistance, return damage. It's the same story. Useless, 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 useless. The belt. What's this belt here? It's level 5. Gladiator belt. Well, it has plus 5 strength. Let's see if I can enchant that with something useful. Useless, useless. Might. Well, it already has it. Agility, endurance, HP. Well, this one's much more useful. Movement speed. Armor against elemental beast, demon, spirit. Well, it could be against demon. Yes. Against demon, it could be useful. Yes. In this particular, it's very specific, but it's against the spirit as well. Yes, this could be useful. Because the Devourer of Souls exclusively fights against those creatures, so yeah. Yeah, they could be useful. Undead, well, we will use this one. 10, not 20. Anyways, Reflect Chance. Yeah, it could. This one could be useful for Carissa later. I know, but it's Reflect Chance, not Block Chance. Oh, forget it. Here, this will protect the Devourer of Souls against most threats. Against Demon, Spirit, and Undead. Yes, those are pretty much the only 3 enemies he can go up against for the most part. Right. May I enchant it? May I enchant the Basculon, please? Return damage. Stun immunity. Slash resist. I'll have to go for this one. It's the only useful. 9,008. Nice. And this one. Fire resistance, lightning resistance, dark resistance, poison resistance, no. Blunt resistance, pierce resistance, return damage, 5% return damage. It's the only one I can use at this point. Armor, I've already applied it. Helm, shield. Does my helm have? Yeah, it has 15 plus 15 armor, plus 12 armor. Yeah, alright, we're good. Alright, we are fully protected. We don't have a shield, of course. We don't have a shield, so yeah. Stun immunity, pierce resistance, blunt resistance, return damage. We'll go for this one. Anyway, well, no, it's way too useful for the soul stone and the necklace. For the soul stone, for the ring, the soul stone and the necklace. Anyways, we have a legendary soul stone, right? Our soul stone is legendary, right? Yes, it's legendary. It already has it. Right. Damn, I've wasted 15 minutes. Sorry, but I have to do this. Stun immune. Well, stun immunity. Well, no. No, this is useless. No. Blunt. Dark. Lightning. Fire. Well, I don't know. Well, we'll leave it at that. And up until I get more essence. This one, alright. Willpower, agility, evasion. Seems solid. Melark Tamura. Ice damage, 7% attack speed, critical chance. Critical chance is at 17. Well, that's much more acceptable. 17 for Carissa, 19, 14. That's pretty much, that's decent enough. Oh, look at that. We are yellow now. First, we were kind of like teal, then purple. Now we are yellow. Look, I will do this. I will manually save on a different slot. Why, you may be wondering. Well, because I'm afraid Sura Wasters, whatever. Wastes 2. Just in case the game crashes exactly while I'm saving, because that could corrupt the file. Just in case the game crashes. I don't think it's gonna happen. Just in case. Look at that, we're yellow now. Who wouldn't want to be yellow? Like that. Oh well. Right. I don't know why those two are unexplored, so we'll get over there as the Devourer of Souls. See? See? There's something alive.
Thou shalt know despair.
Why is it that the edge of the map over there is unexplored? Let's go, Arabia. Here we are slowed down, so let's go back to the Devourer of Souls. Let's switch back and... here we go. Aha! Perfect. This is perfect. I'll be able to... what's with that thing? To try out my new powers. How can that thing block while frozen?
I shall show thee true power.
I knew it. That thing is draining my mana. Much better. Oh, look at that. We have 4,582 hit points. Much better. Oh, a surprise. Looks cool.
My cousins come from hell to greet us.
Ah. Well, let's be courteous and greet them. Oh, demons. What's that? Talon Demon Elite. Cool. Damn, there's way too much shit going on a screen. And the game is lagging. While streaming. Oh, a necromancer. No, a shadow fiend. Damn, your relatives are so unfriendly. Well, I had to spend 3 charges, but well. Oh. Greater Hex Mark. Damn. This is so useless. What did we get? Literally useless. Ah, but well. Is it me or we are halfway there to level 23? So we're about to level up again. Well, not right now, but it's a matter of minutes at this point. Come on, come on, come on. We need to explore that part. Right, the one I explored, I believe, was that one, because I don't know. No, that's so strange. How is it possible that I could have sworn I explored that section, but well, doesn't matter. The point is, everything is dead. That's the important part. That everything is 100% dead. Damn. I am pretty sure those things aren't supposed to die like that so fast, but well.
My wounds are severe.
Don't worry.